What is up, guys? Welcome back to Picking a Fight. I'm Lach.
I'm Jeff.
And today we're going to be looking at one of the fights on UFC 270, Ngannou versus Gane. We're going to be looking at the main event on the prelims. We got Ilia Topuria versus Charles Jourdain. It was pretty surprising that this fight did not end up on the main card. I know Jourdain's on short notice, but if you know these fighters, you know this has the potential to be a really great fight. What you think, Jeff?
Yeah, I think this one's going to be a banger. I think the odds are kind of crazy. I do see Charles Jourdain. I mean, he's coming in short notice, but I mean, this guy is dangerous. So I don't understand why it's that huge of a gap. But Ilia Topuria, he's a pretty dangerous man too. So it's gonna be interesting to see how this goes down. I do think Charles Jourdain is a little cleaner with the combos. I think he'd be throwing some mean ones. Topuria, he looks like he got the power to.
Yeah, he be winding them Jones up, bro.
Yeah. All right. I mean, well, both of these guys are very dangerous guys. So it'd be interesting to see who. I mean, Topuria has some pretty mean combos as well. What you think? Who do you think takes this one?
Well, just to go back, I think the odds are pretty inflated, but I think it's because Topuria right now has a lot of momentum. I think he's undefeated. He looked really good against a fighter a well-known fighter in Ryan Hall, and he finished him. You know. He was out cold, so I think that on top of Charles Jourdain having kind of like an up and down record in the UFC and it being on short notice, I think it inflates the odds a lot. But I do think Jourdain has a way better chance than I think plus 400. I think there's a lot of value in that because, like you say, he is dangerous. He'll come to strike. In his last fight, he did nothing but pressure, and we've never seen Topuria go backwards. But Jourdain fights at a way longer range than Topuria. He fights at kicking range. He's always moving and stuff. I don't know if Topuria will be able to close that distance and land clean because Jourdain tends to back up and lean back and move his head and stuff. So it's going to be interesting if Topuria can even close that space to land his shots. I think they're pretty even on the ground. I think they're both pretty slick when it comes to their jiu-jitsu. Their wrestling, I don't think either of their wrestling is that great. Topuria should be the stronger guy just because he looks stockier. But I don't know, man. Jourdain could come in a little heavy just because maybe he's been out of camp. But I think this is real close. And personally, I think from what I've seen, I think Jourdain, he's had some pretty bad losses in the UFC. But I mean, he lost Andre Fili, Julian Rosa, guys that aren't really elite, but like I said earlier, again, like for Michel Pereira, that losing in the UFC, like as a young fighter, I mean, Jourdain's only 26. He came in, I think, at 24, I want to say 23, 24. And those losses are so valuable to him. And Topuria hasn't had that, you know. And Topuria has fought, I think the best guy he's fought what was his last fight? Ryan Hall? Is that his best fight? I would say, I don't know. He's fought Damon Jackson, Zalal. Those are pretty good guys, but guys that aren't really, I don't think any of those guys are even ranked. So it's like, I don't know how to gauge where he's at. Because me personally, I never ranked Ryan Hall that highly. So I don't know how Topuria will fare against someone like Jourdain who's experienced. He's been in some wars. His last fight was, you know, he had to dig pretty deep to finish that off. He started off pretty slow and turned it around. So me personally, I would not feel uncomfortable going with Jourdain. Just the odds are so juicy, bro, that it's hard to turn away from that. And I actually think Jourdain can get it done. I think this will be a great test for Topuria. I think they're both still really young, still really green. I don't think this will, like, I don't think either of them are gonna like get cut if they lose or anything like that. Yeah. Or I don't think either of them still have the potential to like end up ranked. I don't know if either will become champion just yet. But they're both really green, and I like Jourdain's experience. I think if he keeps it at range and with his movement, I think Topuria will not be able to close the distance. I think from what I've seen from Topuria's striking, it's not like elite or anything. I don't think he has the tools. I don't think he has the tools on the feet to close the distance and to hurt Jourdain unless he lands like a huge power shot. But I think we've seen Jourdain be able to handle that and move out the way. But I do see this fight with Topuria coming forward the whole time though, and Jourdain kind of striking, going backwards, and then getting to the cage and moving side to side. So yeah, I honestly would take Jourdain by decision. I don't think he'll finish Topuria, but man, this guy he can bang, bro. And he's pretty durable. I don't think he's like stone jaw like Max Holloway, but but he's endorsed some punishment, and yeah, I think he'll be able to get it done. I think he's gonna upset. He's gonna derail the hype train, but for now at least, and hopefully he takes a little bit of that, hopefully he takes a little bit of the recognition for himself, you know. But yeah, what do you think? You think he can't get it done?
No, I was thinking the same thing, but.
Copying me all the time, bro.
I was like, I thought you were gonna go with Topuria.
I mean, Topuria, he's for sure shown that he's a solid fighter. But the thing is, I just don't like the skill level he's been up against. I feel like none of the guys have been able to test him because they're not of that level just yet, at least. While Jourdain has fought some guys that are tried and tested. You know, that Andre Fili loss is ugly. Is an ugly loss in my opinion. Just because Andre Fili, I mean, he's been in the UFC a while. I think he's been ranked, but he's never been, the cream of the crop.
Yeah.
But Andre Fili is experienced. He's been in this game for a long time. So, I mean, it's not surprised that he was able to beat someone inexperienced like Jourdain. But Jourdain, you could tell he's used all those experiences. Like, he seems to get better every fight. He seems to fight smarter. He just looks better every time out. So I think this is going to be a learning experience for Topuria. Yeah, I hope to see both these guys do very well in the future. They both seem like pretty likable guys and pretty tough guys.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see the conditioning that Charles Jourdain comes in with. But, yeah, I have to agree with you. I think Charles Jourdain, he wins. I think he pulls out a decision win.
Yeah, it'd be fun to see that. I wonder if the odds are going to get closer once the fight gets, like, way closer, like on the day or something. But, yeah, I'm guessing a lot of people like Topuria. A lot of hype behind him, man. A lot of hype.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he's so far he's lived up to it. But I think he's gonna run into a little hiccup right now. There's no reason he shouldn't be able to bounce back. So both of us agree that we think Charles Jourdain will come in with a big upset. Probably the biggest upset of the night. But, yeah, so we both have Jourdain winning by decision. We think he's going to be able to keep the distance and fight at a range that Topuria can't close. And probably go to decision. Topuria's been pretty tough, so I think we can agree that he'll probably go to decision. But let us know down below. Do you think Topuria lives up to the hype? Do you think he runs through Jourdain? Let us know down below what you think and how you think the fight is going to play out. And don't forget to leave a like on this video. Subscribe if you haven't. We post videos for almost every fight night, card, pay-per-view, whatever. And don't forget to check out our other videos. We'll be covering the main event and the co-main event for this UFC 270 card. So don't forget to check those out and let us know what you think. And yeah, it's going to be a great night of fights. Don't forget to tune in.